Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather at noon.
Good Monday afternoon. Taylor Pluck here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a check on your forecast. Your main focus today and tomorrow will be the heat. Heat index values well over 100 degrees for most places, but there is some relief in sight. We have more showers and storms that we're tracking coming up midweek and even into the weekend. Let's get right into your forecast. First off, live look from our Arctic Air Skycam network, as we see a good amount of sunshine today. So it's actually been one of those very nice mornings out there, not as much fog or any fog out there. Really a good amount of sunshine going on as we head into the afternoon hours. But we are starting to see some of those puffy clouds try to develop, and those could, and I stress could, develop in some of those showers and storms, but most places are going to end up being dry today. Take a look at your temperatures. It's already hot outside. Temperatures in the 90s, mid-90s now for Huntsville, 94 degrees, 90 in Decatur, 93 in Athens, 90 here in Lawrenceburg, 93 over in the Shoals, 91 degrees in Columbia, and we do have that heat advisory in place across the entirety of our viewing area today. In the orange, that's where you can see those heat index values anywhere from 105 to maybe 107 today. We do have that extreme heat warning, though, well off to the west. They're going to be seeing those heat index values over 110 later on today. Now, over the next 5 days, you can definitely tell where our showers and storms start to move on in. I think that 102 is a little underdone. I think most of us are getting up to around that 105 degree range today, and that will continue to be the case with that heat index value around 106 on average going into your Tuesday. Wednesday, still holding on to some of those 100-degree heat index value readings. Taking a live look at our Viper radar network, showing really not a lot of activity, if anything, out there right now. Looks like there's maybe a few showers that are trying to get going over northeast of Memphis, but right now we are absolutely dry here on our radar. But once we get to the afternoon hours, there's a chance that some of those very isolated showers and storms could develop. Here's the overall setup that we've got as we back the view out. Really nothing going on across our neck of the woods. Now, off to our northwest, we do have a front that is draped across parts of the northern plains and the Midwest region. That's where they're seeing some of those showers and storms right now, and some severe weather later on today. Good thing is we're not expecting anything like that across our area. Only a very isolated chance of those showers and storms. Temperatures getting up into the middle 90s, even some upper 90s. Weather where you live looks like this: 95 in Lawrenceburg, 96 in Rogersville, 95 in the Hartselle area this afternoon. Taking a look at across the area, you will see some of those 98-degree readings today, possibly for Huntsville and the Shoals, maybe getting up to 99 degrees over there in Savannah, 98 up in Columbia. So most places at least getting into the mid-90s. There will be a handful that get up into the upper 90s. Now this evening, any of those showers and storms that do manage to develop will quickly die off. We're expecting mostly clear conditions going into your evening hours, with temperatures getting down into the 80s. So it's still staying a little muggy, and even overnight tonight, temperatures dropping down into the low and middle 70s. Maybe a few areas of patchy fog. I don't think we're dealing with a lot of fog potential, though, going into your Tuesday morning. And during the day on Tuesday, it's pretty much just like what we're dealing with today. Everybody at least getting into the mid-90s. There will be some areas that get up into the upper 90s, closing in on that 100-degree mark with some of those isolated showers and storms. So step through it with your futurecast here. Just a few passing clouds this afternoon. Very low chance. You're not really seeing any showers pop up, so that's why it's a very low chance of one today. Going into your Tuesday morning, maybe just a handful of clouds. Once we get into the afternoon, you'll start to see some of those cumulus clouds billow up once again, and we will be watching to see if any of those showers and storms develop on your Tuesday. There's some model guidance that's hinting at a lot more coverage than this. This is just a very isolated chance. That's what we're sticking with right now, but there's a chance that we might have to bump rain chances up going into your Tuesday. Now, Wednesday, the morning should be relatively dry, and that should be the case at least getting into the middle part of the day. But once we get to the afternoon hours, we will start to see a lot more of those showers and storms develop. As you see here, 70% chance for your Wednesday, 60% on Thursday, 50-50 shot on your Friday. Now, once we get into the weekend, I'll show you here, there is some discrepancies going on in some of the model guidance that there could be some better rain chances coming up on the weekend than what we currently see right now. Let's take a look at that futurecast going over the next several days here with the European model. I do want to focus in a little bit on Erin, at least for the short time here, because on Wednesday we will have a front that will be moving on through, and where this is positioned will ultimately determine where this actually gets kicked off to the northeast. And some of the model guidance recently has trended just a little bit further to the west, so there's a chance that the Outer Banks here of North Carolina or parts of the Carolinas might see a little bit more impact here with Erin. That's just something we'll keep a close eye on. So as we move forward here, you see that front continues to push on in. That's going to increase our rain chances across the area on Wednesday. Erin's starting to get ever so close to that Outer Bank area, but notice it starts to get closer and then it kicks off further to the northeast. So that's why it's kind of, we're going to be focusing in on where exactly things set up, because it's not completely set in stone. There might be a possible impact from Erin across the Outer Banks. We'll just have to keep a close eye on that. Now, Thursday for our area, still seeing a lot of those showers and storms tracking on through. Same situation on your Friday. Now, watch what happens on your Saturday. You're still seeing a good amount of shower and storm coverage here on the European model. So that's why I said going into the weekend, there's a chance that there might end up being some better rain chances for our area. That's something we'll keep a close eye on. I wouldn't cancel any of those plans, though, if you have them. It's just something we're keeping a very close eye on. Now, for Erin, this is the current situation on Erin right now. It is still a Category 4 hurricane, and it's still looking pretty powerful. It has lost a little bit of definition with that eye, so it might be going into one of those eye wall replacement cycles. Those cyclones will do those from time to time. Right now, it's currently still a 140-mile-per-hour Category 4 hurricane. It's moving to the west-northwest at 10 miles per hour, and that track will continue to take it to the west and northwest here. But you notice that European model, it was a little bit further to the west, so that's something that we'll have to keep a close eye on. But the official forecast right now continues to take it between the United States and Bermuda, which is right here. Now, once we get into the middle of the week, it will start to encounter a little bit more wind shear, and it might have a little bit of some dry air to work with. So that's why we're expecting it to gradually weaken. It's still expected to be a Category 3 hurricane by the time we get into the morning and midday hours on your Wednesday. Then it finally gets picked up by that front and that trough, and it gets kicked off towards the northeast. Still as a hurricane on your Friday, and even a hurricane still on your Saturday as well. But by that point, it is moving well out at sea, and it is not going to be an issue for us anymore for the United States. Now, taking a look at your 7-day forecast for southern Tennessee right now. Still those isolated showers and storms possible today and tomorrow. Once we get into your Wednesday and Thursday, we are seeing those higher rain chances with temperatures dropping down into the 80s. For northwest Alabama and northeast Mississippi, widespread showers and storms Wednesday and Thursday as well. Temperatures hanging on into the 90s, though, as we head throughout the next 7 days. And the Huntsville metro area, temperatures will gradually get down into the upper 80s and lower 90s by the time we get into the end of the week and the weekend, with you two seeing those widespread showers and storms midweek. That's your latest forecast here from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Fred Goss actually has the week off. I'm so used to saying that. Ben Luna will be in for the 5 o'clock forecast update today. I will have the 5 p.m. tomorrow and into Wednesday as well. So until then, I hope everybody has a fantastic Monday afternoon. Stay safe. Try to stay out of the heat the best you can. If you aren't, take those heat precautions.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.